Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ready?
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, Elliott. And his pass incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run the counter. Clifford. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
He'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
61, Max box right.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Ajabo running in to take him down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone Makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That seven on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Clifford. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Off the play fake. Elliott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Etienne. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that'll hurt the average coverage a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ready,
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Protein, Bill. Look at me, Dipper. Bravo.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking left side, and it's complete. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Elliott. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He completes it to Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, Elliott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
19 Tiger. 60 Bison.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Play action. It's Lawrence. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. ETN up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Go! Hey, box up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 quarters in the books. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 27.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run with ETN. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Going for it, here's ETN.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Chad Muma, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say.